Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Breon Carl Butler.
All right, this is State of Michigan versus Breon Butler, cases 24058-45001 and case 24058-45401. Today is the date set for bond redetermination hearing. Appearances, please.
Samuel A. Ragnan, Your Honor, for the people.
That's Shive on behalf of Mr. Butler. Mr. Butler, please state your full name for the record.
Breon Carl Butler.
All right, today is the date set for the redetermination hearing. Mr. Ragnan, these are two separate incidents, but I'll hear a bond argument for both of them.
All right. Well, Your Honor, for the case in 5001 that has a $1 million bond, we're going to ask that bond remain in place. This is a very serious matter, Your Honor, where a person was shot. The police arrived, and what happened here, Your Honor, is that this defendant was in an apartment complex with some other people, and he saw three teenagers or three young people walking down the street. He told the people there that they were messing with cars. So we got him and another guy. He got somebody else, and they say they got riled up, according to witnesses, okay? And with that, he ran out, went by a church, had his gun, and started shooting at these three teenagers, Your Honor. Two of them didn't get shot. One of them did in the back. He tried to run and fell in the grass. This defendant then went back to the apartment. But there's witnesses, Your Honor. There's witnesses. Ebony Countryman, she said that he along with Lizelle went there, were at the apartment, and that they got riled up, and he saw them, that they started shooting the three boys, Your Honor. So we have witnesses for that. We have video footage from the church that viewed the male who appeared to be this defendant running behind the location with a black firearm, and the other person, they both observed running. They found shell casings exactly where they were at the time of the incident, Your Honor, where the firing took place. There's a number of people who heard him shooting, talk about the shooting, and the National Integrated Ballistic Information Network puts the shot that shot the person in the back and the shells that were on the ground as belonging to the defendant. There's two other incident reports, one of them being the domestic violence report, I believe, Your Honor, where they found casings. They found a single casing when he was threatening the woman that he assaulted. They got into an argument. He pulled out a black and brown handgun, and out of a blue backpack, the defendant then began putting bullets in the gun. And the two were arguing. The defendant then got up and struck the complainant on the left side of her head. The defendant then put his hands around her neck and strangled her, Your Honor. She did not lose consciousness. She had marks on her neck. But, Your Honor, the defendant, I think there's a high likelihood of conviction here. There's evidence. There's witnesses that seen him with the gun, talk about what he was going to do, saw him shoot at the three teenagers, Your Honor. We're asking for the bonds to remain in place, $250,000 for the assault with great bodily harm less than murder, and $1 million cash surety on the one where he shot the man in the back. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Shive, as to bond.
Your Honor, as to bond, Mr. Butler is not on probation or parole or anything pending to our knowledge, and he has no prior criminal convictions to our knowledge. There's these two cases that are in front of you, and that's all that we are aware of, Your Honor. He's a lifelong resident of Michigan. He has 2 kids. He lives with his mother. He's employed doing home improvement work. He's a high school grad. So he's graduated, he has a job, and he hasn't picked up any cases that we are aware of. Now, these are allegations. We understand these are 2 separate things, but he's presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Your Honor, he understands he needs to make it to all of his court dates. He looks forward to his day in court. Your Honor, any bond amount is going to be unaffordable to him. He doesn't have any money to post any money he makes from work he supports his kids with. So respectfully asking the court to consider a 10% bond with a GPS tether and house arrest if the court is not inclined to release him without, given the charges, although they are allegations. We understand the court's position. However, in the incident allegedly from the 23rd, there was medical attention was refused. No weapon was found at the time. Now I know the report is much longer for their incident, and the court has that. I know the court read it, so I'm not going to read it into the record. But Your Honor, again, and you know, in one of the reports it says after shots are fired, they see a video with 2 defendants running back allegedly, and there's just one defendant here, Your Honor. So that will all come out in court. Respectfully asking the court to consider a reduction in the bond.
I thought there were 2 folks charged, but we just have 1 person here right now.
So in one of, and I know it's because it's 2. So in the case from allegedly July 23rd, he's the only one
Okay,
charged.
that's
And then
the domestic one.
correct.
Okay. A lot going on.
Well,
1 second.
Anna, there's the assaultive report from 4/6/24 that was mentioned previously, where the woman was allegedly assaulted unconscious for hours before police even arrived. She had dried blood on her clothes.
Not charged, or is it charged?
No. It's the case number that was given in the report, so I don't believe it is charged yet.
Not charged. All
Not
right.
charged.
All right, having a chance to review the investigators' reports as to both matters. All right, this one is a little different, as one is involving a domestic dispute and one is involving a non-domestic dispute. These go to 2 different courtrooms, and they're not out of the same incident, so there's no reason to combine these matters unless the lawyers determine so at a later time. So I won't do it right now. But I would note the complaining witness on the domestic matter is also a witness on the second case. I've got 2 incidents where allegedly weapons were involved. One of those incidents, someone was shot. Multiple victims in this situation, all around the same area, which is an area in which the defendant resides and close to a business in that area. I believe there's clear and convincing evidence as to both matters that these are highly dangerous situations, and for the safety of the public as well as the complaining witnesses and all witnesses in this matter, bond is going to remain intentionally unaffordable as to both matters.
Thank you,
Mr. Butler, sir, as to case 24058-45001, which is the incident that took place on July 14th. Sir, your next date on that matter is August 2nd, 2024, before Judge Giles. And as to case 24058454001, the matter involving the person you're in a relationship with, that matter takes place. Next date is going to be August 1st, 2024, before Judge King. So you got two dates right next to each other, and hopefully those will either they're combined, or make sure that the attorneys will keep you up to date on all of those matters. So that concludes the hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.